Hello folks, it's me again, VB7200, and today we're taking a look at my 2007 335 Xi. It's going to be a quick video on differences in the LCI and the pre-LCI model of the e90. Basically, LCI is BMW's fancy term for facelift. I believe it means like life cycle impulse or life change impulse, something like that. It's just, they've been using it for a while. And it's just a fancy way of saying that this car got a facelift. They're not different cars in any respect of the word. They're the same chassis and pretty much the same car. They usually go by the same names and everything. However, they just look a little bit different and some things were changed. Today we're going to be looking at predominantly the outside of the E90 because that's the only really place that they change anything. The inside, yeah, they change some things. However, they're so minuscule and the car is basically the same. I mean, the only thing they changed in the inside that I know of is they put a little aluminum trim around the the headlight switch, and obviously iDrive is updated. You have a different iDrive controller with more buttons, and that's pretty much it as far as I know. But the outside is very different. First off are the headlights. As you see, these are the bi-xenon lights on an pre-LCI E90. They're a little oxidized. I tried using some finish on there, but I think a lot of my oxidation's on the inside of the cover for the headlight, so I'm either gonna have to pony up and pay the however many dollars it costs for a new headlight, or try and restore that plastic from the inside. I'm gonna have to try and pop it off the headlight somehow, which shouldn't be too hard. I have the kit to get everything, because the outside it feels as smooth as can be, but there's still oxidation, and it's a lot better than it was. However, it could be better. But the first thing you notice on these headlights is, first off, this big orange kind of eyebrow looking thing. That is not there on LCIs. LCIs will have a little white piece up here, and then this whole thing is all turn signals, like LEDs sticking out, and this part of the headlight is all white too. It looks a little different. This is a different, especially on a lot of these cars. The European spec, these are clear, these aren't orange. They do light up orange, but this is just a reflector in this car. This part here lights up. American cars are orange. Another difference is the kidney grille. If you were to pop the hood, this brow up here, this kind of silver trim piece, actually lifts up with the hood. Where on LCIs, the kidney grille is one piece that sits in the bumper. The grille doesn't have any silver brow on it. Also, the hood is a little bit of a different shape. It has more lines that go down the middle. And the bumper is shaped a little bit more aggressively. Where this kind of line is down there, there's a larger air dam that's open more. It's a little different. That's the front of the car. You also do get different, I believe, door panels, I think, are different, if I'm not mistaken. Mirrors are pretty much the same. This has some rash on it. There's a little bit of salt there. And then, if you go to the back, is probably one of the most glaring differences of the LCIs versus the pre-LCIs, is that you have completely different taillights. They're shaped pretty much the same, except this part here kind of cuts down. It's more like, imagine if this white piece weren't here. That's kind of like what the headlights look like on an LCI. They're cut in, and the reverse light is a much smaller little line, and they're all LED, whereas these are, no, they're lights, or they're just standard bulbs. And the trunk is a different shape because of that. You can convert the back to the LCI look with a new trunk and the new headlights, because this part here actually is the same. This part of the headlight of the LCI will switch right in, but the part over here is different. A lot of times you'll see people put little red tint or just get a whole different piece for this to try and make it look like an LCI, but it just kind of looks odd. I personally don't mind the look of these taillights. I think they look good enough. And it's a hassle really to change out the other ones. And I think the bumper might be a little different. I could be mistaken. But that is really it for differences on the pre-LCI and the LCI. I mean, exterior-wise, they actually do have a different engine. The 335s have the N55 motor versus this has an N54, which actually is, I believe, the better motor, even though the N55 fixed some like high-pressured fuel pump issues and low-pressure fuel pump issues. But the N55 has a twin scroll turbo, which is basically one turbo with how the hell did he get? I watched a video on Engineering Explained. He kind of went through it. It's got like 2 channels of air to hit the turbo. It's kind of weird. Whereas this car has 2 physical turbos. Also, this car has a forged crank, where the N55 has a cast crank. So this can hold a little more power if you were to boost it, or mod it a little more. But like I said, I believe those are the only changes. I think like some side panels were changed a little bit, but not much. But like I said, the main differences are the headlights, the hood, the front bumper, the grills, and the taillights in the back. And other than that, it's pretty much the same car. Regardless, if you get an E90, no matter what generation it is, you'll be very happy. They're very gorgeous cars. They look beautiful. And even though this car is now 11 years old, the older E90s are pushing 12, they're still beautiful cars. I prefer the xenon headlights with the HIDs versus the the basic ones you get with halogens. They look a little nicer. These rings light up white versus yellow, and they just look really pretty. Actually, if I unlock the car, I've got to lock it first. You'll see them come on, and they come on white, and they look very nice. And that's what I've liked about BMWs. It's just the cat eyes look very pretty, and well, I call them halos. But anyway, this video is getting a little long, so I'm going to cut it here. And thanks for watching, guys. Expect to see a lot of more videos on this car coming soon, especially when it gets warmer, when I start doing stuff to it. So thanks for watching, and rate, comment, subscribe if you'd like to see more.